This video is not going to be a greatly edited one. I don't have a lot of key points. This won't be heavily edited with me and talking points. I'm just going to rant for probably, I don't know how many minutes until I stop talking, I guess. NASCAR Manager was a game announced a little while ago. I believe I saw like NASCAR, like their NASCAR Twitter account hyping up that there's new mobile games coming, and that can be exciting. Yeah, and when they saw NASCAR Manager was one, that has a lot of potential. If you've played like Motorsport Manager, is that what it's called? I believe so, or F1 Manager, you'd know how awesome those games are. Legitimate, actual simulation style management games where you edit your team, how you race during the weekend, like all the way from practice to qualifying. You edit your and upgrade your car and your shop. There is so much customization and things you can tinker and ways to affect how your drivers race. They are awesome games. I have put so many hours into Motorsport Manager that it's crazy. It's a very addicting game. Uh, as NASCAR fans, we haven't really had anything to that extent aside from mods on Motorsport Manager or NASCAR Redline. I don't know if any of you remember that. It was like when Technics was making the games, they came out with their own mobile type manager game, but there was like fun aspects to it, like little mini games you could do. Um, it wasn't really like watching your little car aside from watching bubbles go around the tracks with cutscenes. And I believe they made a couple more versions after that, but I think those were also called like NASCAR Manager like 15 or something. I could be completely wrong. That's not the point that I'm working towards. But this game, NASCAR Manager, I forgot it even came out. I just did not even think about it. And I was scrolling YouTube and I saw some gameplay like of the world release, and I'm like, oh, sure, I'll give it a try. Because I figured not many people would do a video on it. I thought that, hey, that'd be a good lane for me. And I quickly learned that that was a mistake. If any of you have ever played mobile games here recently, you'd know how intrusive, money hungry, greedy, microtransactions, and they suck. Even Mario Kart and Nintendo got into this, and it's inevitable with any game you're playing now. You can't just spend 99 cents, 4.99 or 9.99 to play a full mobile game where you're going to get lots of experience and not be asked for money at every turn. No, that doesn't exist anymore. It's just not possible. It's gone the way of well, it's like Madden Ultimate Team or Diamond Dynasty. You're going to be spending money over and over and over and over again just to get better cards, better players, or whatever. It's something that's never really appealed to me. It's something that I've never wanted to do. I've spent my $60 or $70 on a game. I don't want to spend any more money. Have I done it before? Yes, I have spent money, not a lot, to upgrade my player on 2K. I've never played Madden Ultimate Team more than like just to try it out. So that stuff doesn't interest me. But maybe I've spent a couple dollars here or there way back in the day, not recently, on like Simpsons Tapped Out to make a upgrade go quicker on my city. But I was like back in college, and that was in 2013, 2014. That was 10 years ago. The business model I really thought that it would go to the wayside. But no, it's here and it's stronger than ever, and it's here in NASCAR Manager. I'm just gonna kind of give you a quick run through of what happens when you boot up the game. I'm doing this all off of memory. I'm too angry to give this game more of my time than I need to, so I'm just gonna kind of give you a run through of this game and everything that you do or don't do, and just I'll say before we get into it, do not download this game. Do not spend any money in this game. I mean, if you want to download it just to tinker, sure, you don't have to spend money, at least not in the 30 minutes that I played it. But they want you to spend money. It wants you to very, very badly. Do not spend money on this game. Please save your money for something worthwhile. But anyway, let's get into the game. You turn on the game, or you open the app, and it goes through all like the basic like Apple Store like arcade stuff. But you get a phone call from your basic. I don't even remember if it's like a manager or just your head person asking you to like be the head of a team or something. It's your tutorial. It's like, hey, come manage this team. Blah blah blah. And it's just a basic girl in a fire suit. I don't know if it's like one of those stock images with just a basic head and an edited fire suit, or if it's an AI image. I don't know. I can't tell. Um, and it jumps you right into a tutorial with a race. And in these motorsport manager games, when you are in a race, you have lots of options on how you want your driver to go. Aggressive, regular, not aggressive. Do you want them to save fuel or save tire? There's lots of options, along with pitting options and this and that. In the tutorial, it's just kind of like, hey, here's a short race, have fun. Here's the tutorial, you hit this button to do this, hit this button to do this, which is whatever. That's fine. That's not the problem I have. You do the short little race, whatever. You go back to the menu, and it does more tutorials of all the different things. And let's just bypass that. Once you get past the tutorial and they kind of set you on your own, that's where the game really opens up, but doesn't at the same time. There are, through the 30 minutes that I've played, I just want to make it clear. I've played this game for 30 minutes and I got bored and was not having fun, and I turned it off. And that's where I'm done. And if you want to come in here and say, well, you got to give it more time, it opens up. Listen, if you don't grasp me on a mobile game within the first 30 minutes, there's a problem, especially with how this day and age attention spans are short. You want your mobile game to grasp someone. And me, a big NASCAR fan, I love NASCAR games. It did nothing for me. So anyway, it's just your basic type of mobile game now. You have your team, you have your car, you can upgrade pieces of your car. The upgrade system isn't bad. It's pretty intricate, but for the type of game that you're playing, it's not. There's no extra sauce to it. It's like, oh, look at all these things you can upgrade for your car, when the gameplay is super simple. In all of these, they have these like crates, and every time you get done with the race or two races, it's like, hey, you've earned a crate, or hey, make sure to do these things to get this crate to get boosts or new upgrades or coins or gem. This game has two sets of currencies. It's like gems and coins. I'll get to those later. So there's lots of different things you can upgrade your car. You can get different drivers. You can unlock basic stock faces with different fire suits for your team. Now, I'm trying to think. Let's start on track first. Let's just do that. When you get on track or you go to a race weekend, it's so loosely used. When you go to a race, you jump right into qualifying. That's it. So I guess I should explain the modes first. I'm sorry this is so loosely organized. I'm just pissed off. So the modes you can do, it's like duels. Duels means you're racing one-on-one with another person, but there's still 24 cars in a race. I don't know if this is an actual person in real time you're playing against, or just a basic stock character or person, just another avatar you can use to just race against. It did say at one point this person was making a decision, but I still don't buy that I was actually racing someone real time. Anyway, you'll jump into a duel. The only other thing on this menu was like some sort of like league. You have to earn enough flags or something you have to do enough of the tutorial or opening stage to earn that to race it, and I didn't get there. I tried to click it. It's basically like leveling up against people, and you need to try to be in the promotional rank. It's fine, but there's no hook to it. And then there's like your daily wheel where you do. I'll admit the wheel was cool. You hold the button and you do a burnout, and wherever your burnout stops, that's the coinage you get. It's fine, but it's your basic daily spin. That's all it is. Anyway, you jump into duel, and it just jumps you right into qualifying. You don't get to qualify. It just shows like four cars with light streams behind it going around the track, and it shows you where they qualified. You have no say on how they qualify. There's no way for you to help determine how your car qualifies aside from upgrading your car before the race, or at the main menu. And then you just jump right into a race and you go. That's it. And I will say the car models in this game are atrocious. Yeah, there's Camaros, but everything else just looks like your basic street car. Even the pace car, which is fine, but a lot of the other AI cars just have a basic generic look with random paint schemes that don't mean anything. And that's it. And the green flag comes out, and every time you cross a lap, I know I'm not getting into the meat and potatoes of how this game operates, but every time you cross the lap, confetti shoots off across the line. It's very arcadey. There's no simulation aspect to this manager. But anyway, you take off. You've got your two drivers at the bottom, and you've got their picture, and it's got their fuel, their tire, and damage. I believe the damage really never mattered, to be honest. I never once clicked it to fix during a pit stop. But these races that I've done to start are all 5 or 6 laps. And if you know NASCAR or any of these manager games, 5 or 6 laps is not enough time to make management decisions. It's all expedited. There's only 1 or 2 decisions you can make. So you have 3 different options. You have just go really hard, regular, and take it easy. And it's not based on tire or fuel. It's just go hard or go easy. So you can't manage your tires while or going hard on gas, or taking it easy on your gas and going hard on your tires, like a normal motorsports manager, or being easy on your tires but being aggressive while around other people. No, it's just hard, regular, easy. That's it. That's all you have. So good luck having fun doing any kind of certain strategy. I feel it's very expedited too, since it's only a 6-lap race. You only get like 2 laps of fuel. Your tire percentage, you can burn like maybe 4 laps of the 5 or 6. It's just not interesting. And then there's a damage meter, which like I said, I never once had to hit. And so fine, let's just say those things are good, awesome. We've got different, going hard, regular, or easy. That's awesome. I'm happy it's there. The AI cars going around the track are terrible. You have Daytona, California, which is funny considering that track does not exist anymore. I guess I know they're tearing it down for a short track, but the track that's in the game doesn't exist anymore. Darlington, there's more. I don't know. I never raced at anything but Daytona and California. There's a few regular NASCAR tracks in the game. Not all of them, from what I can tell, but some. And anyway, you're just going around the track, and you're racing against other AI cars that aren't really doing anything. They're just kind of existing, And at Daytona, I noticed, yes, you're in a pack, but it's just random. It's sporadic. Like the lane, like I wouldn't even say lanes. Just a bunch of cars will check up in front of each other, and your car can't move out to pass them. There's nothing you can do, and I know it's a management game. There's nothing you can do to help them move forward, even if you press the go hard button. Like I did a race where I had one driver be easy the whole time and one driver go hard and he had to make an extra pit stop. My driver that had to make the extra pit stop caught the driver that was going easy on their gas and tires, and one was in full max, the one behind, and the one in front was easy, running easy, and he would not pass him. There was no option that I could find to say, hey, go pass, please. Like there's nothing you can do to interact with your teammates that I noticed. Now, if there's something there that I missed, and if there is, there's nothing big and bold. It's like a little button hidden away. But there should be an option because he just stayed behind him the whole time. There was nothing I could do. The pack behind us caught us because the guy in front of me, that my teammate that was going slow, since we couldn't pass him, he was going slow. He was taking it easy, so everybody caught him, and we lost all the track position that we had. At least, the better strategy was to go hard. It's random. It's stupid. When cars come down pit road, they glitch through each other, which it's not the biggest deal in the world. It happens. I'm not going to complain too hard about that, but I just want to say that it's there. Your pit stops go from 1 to 4 seconds. That's not even close to NASCAR accurate, but fine. Well, it's there. It's a 3-second difference if you take tires, whether you don't, which it's just not good. And you just race, and that's it. And I hadn't won a race. I got second and fifth doing alternate strategies, which was fine, but it's just not interesting. It's not fun. There's the two modes, or what I guess, or the one mode, just duels where you're racing against another person the whole time, even though there's still 24 cars in the race. It's not interesting. You can't do a race that's like 30 laps. You can't adjust anything. You can't make your own seasons. It's just race the AI, or you're a computer player or whatever, over and over and over and over again. There's nothing fun. There's no management aspect to it aside from upgrading your car, and you get to choose if they go fast or not. That's all it is. And it's not fun. It's boring. The cars look bad. The paint schemes are terrible. There's no NASCAR affiliation in this game aside from some of the tracks and it just saying NASCAR. There's no teams, there's no RTA, there's no Hendrick Motorsports, Penske, whatever. There's no drivers. It's just fake cruddy looking paint schemes. There's nothing NASCAR about it except for they race on NASCAR tracks and it says NASCAR. It's like NASCAR Rush. It's the same thing. There was no RTA affiliation in this to make it more interesting for the actual NASCAR fan. You're not racing against 42 other, or I guess 35 other drivers that are in the real life. Like there's no interest, like there's nothing interesting there at all. It's just a boring little cash grab. And speaking of cash grab, like all other mobile games, there are options for you to buy coins and gems and upgrade packs. There are upgrade packs from $4.99 up to $99.99. Yes, just packs. And there are multiple that way. And you can also just buy the coins straight up or the gems straight up. And of course you know that there are $99 worth of gems and $99 worth of coins. Like, if you want to spend 100 on all these things, then you be our guest. You go for it. Yeah. And we'll make sure to say that's our best deal if you spend $100. It's a basic ass mobile game with microtransaction tactics that are trying to prey on you for things. And that's pretty much it. Like, yes, there's loot crates and stuff or crates with upgrades you can unlock, but you've got to wait 2 hours and 59 minutes on it to unlock, or you can expedite that process with gems. There's boosts in this game that increase your driver's passing ability and stuff. There's a whole store, like I said, with all different things of the day you can buy. It's a basic mobile game. And honestly, I know that's the standard now. It is. That's just what they do because they know people will spend money on it, which I don't get why, but maybe I'm not that crowd. Maybe I'm just an old boomer. But I don't want to spend any more money on a game than I have to. It's just not fun for me to just sit there and waste money on a game. The game's not even fun. It'd be different if the game was fun as hell. If I was having a good time, but it's boring. There's no fun to be had. You're just sitting there hitting one of 3 buttons to make your car go slower, faster, maybe pit. It's boring. There's nothing interesting about this game. It's just your basic stock car with the NASCAR branding going around an oval for 6 laps, and that's it. Once you're done with the race, you're done with the race. It has no meaning on your next race. There's no point standings. Yes, you earn coins or something to determine your ranking among other players, but that's not the same. It doesn't do anything. For me, it does nothing. I want like a season mode or a career mode. Like Those Eutechnics ones actually had that, and they were fun. I enjoyed them. I had a lot of time spent on those in college between classes. It was a good time. So I'm not just a fuddy duddy on NASCAR games, or on mobile NASCAR games. They can do it right, but that's just not the business model anymore. And this game is a clear indication of that. I had no fun with this game. It was boring. It was absolutely boring. And who knows what happens when you get farther in the game. I won't be surprised if there's aspects where you are done with your amount of races today. You can't do any more races because your fuel pump has gone bad, or you need to replace your engine. So wait 3 hours and 59 minutes for it to be replaced, or spend 20 gems or 2,000 coins to bypass that. It's just a basic mobile game. I was hoping for some sort of NASCAR manager like F1 manager. They need to get somebody on that. I'm not saying the iRacing team, because they're busy doing their iRacing and the new console game. NASCAR needs to find someone to make a legitimate NASCAR manager game. It could be done well. It could. You could even have it like NASCAR 07 and 06 where you could buy other teams. It would be interesting. If it had the modding community of Motorsport Manager, that would be awesome. I played Motorsport Manager with NASCAR. I mean, it was like basic GT cars on basic ovals, but you could still import all the NASCAR rosters you wanted, and you could make it fun and interesting. You just had to, make believe a little bit. I'm sorry. This is such an odd thing to get mad about, but I hate the microtransaction business. I hate it in full-fledged console titles, and I hate it in mobile games. It's just frustrating. I hate the tactics to make you wait to spend more money. Don't download this game. Do something else. Do anything else. Download Retro Bowl. If you want to play a racing game, hell, I don't know. Get a Switch. Or a Steam Deck. I'm sure there's more I'm missing. I know I had a lot of stuff in my head that I wanted to talk about, but it's just boring. There's nothing interesting in this game. There's nothing. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with my rant for the last 22 minutes. Lord. We'll see you next time.